So typically, when these sequels or whatnot come out, they put like undertones of the original score or the favorite song, like Mulan had Christina Aguilera's soundtrack kind of blaring in the background. Um, is Kels just off limits for this? I think I think that's for the best. Hello, everyone. Terrence here with Hollywood Already Did It. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, share, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell below. Anytime we have something, you will be among the first to know. Warner Brothers has released the first trailer for Space Jam: A New Legacy, so I don't know what to expect. I am not a big Space Jam fan. I know this came out this morning, but I've been busy ripping and running. It's a holiday weekend, so I haven't had time to actually dive in. I know I've seen tried to adjust and move around and not here, but I've seen some people feel one way or the other. So this is my first foray into it. I don't have that much of an affinity for the original. I'm more a fan of the soundtrack with Monica and R. Kelly, you know, he's a bit of a problem. Quad City DJs come and ride that train, like those type of things. So I have more familiarity with that. I was sort of aged out at the point when the movie actually came out. I saw it. I dug it. Bill Murray's in it. It's fun. Um, but I did not have much care to revisit that, much less with LeBron, from the director of The Best Men and Best Man Holiday, Malcolm Lee. So I don't know what to expect. I know that it had some direction changes and writing changes halfway through creation of this, so this could be a smorgasbord. It could be, I don't know really what to expect. I just do hope that the story is a little bit better than what we got in Tom and Jerry, which was another Warner Brothers product, because I did not really like the juxtaposition where we basically left Tom and Jerry off the board for a considerable amount of that movie just so Chloe Moretz could have a starring vehicle. And I love Chloe. This is one of those day in theaters, day in HBO Max type things that Warner Brothers is doing. This is around the July month for Space Jam: A New Legacy, and we will start this trailer up now. Basketball camp is next weekend. Like a Wakanda type of bass going. This line. You never let me do what I want to do. You never let me just do me. Hold up, wrong floor. That Will Smith ain't got to deal with this. Dad! Down! What in the Matrix hell? Welcome to the space. Welcome, King James. I am the king of this domain. Don Cheadle. What'd you do to my son? Server workers. The only way you're getting your son back is if you and I play a little basketball. Pete, send this clown to the rejects. Wait. What is this? They make him animated. I'm a cartoon? That's a twist. What's up, Doc? They got the train back. To help get my son back. I know what you're looking for. A dream team. Come and ride the train. Let's try that again, shall we? King James. So they're taking bugs out the. Why is the Iron Giant here? What's happening right now? Yogi Bear. So they're just throwing everything, but they couldn't sing. They've changed them out of their 2D animation. I know one of them is Dane. Dane. Dollar Dane. He's doing the Dwayne Wade. Classic. Welcome to the Space Jam. I'm going old school on his butt. Whoa. Welcome to the Space Jam. That looks cute. I don't have any kids. I don't have a real reason to see it. I'm sure somebody's going to make me go watch this because LeBron. I live in LA. I have nieces and nephews that love the Lakers and love LeBron, so I have a feeling they're going to be like, "Ooh, I want to go see Space Jam." But what's weird about this is that I don't know why this movie needs to have throw everything but the kitchen sink in the back end there with like Gorilla and you see Yogi Berra and the Iron Giant. I don't know what they have to do with anything that's happening here. It feels like because we're in the Serververse, and we're not actually in like a Toon world, more akin to Ready Player One than I think it needs to, which is a weird thing. But I think if you're trying to pull in new audiences, you're trying to throw everything but the kitchen sink, including the kitchen sink, at them to sort of see what sticks. I don't hate this trailer. Like this doesn't look like the worst thing ever, especially in comparison to the original. But I don't really have any interest to go see it. I know this. I'm not the audience for this, so it doesn't really speak to me on any level. And I'm not a big LeBron fan, so I really have no reason to see this outside of just morbid curiosity. And because we do the Hollywood Already Did It channel, I'm sure we're going to have to talk about it in one way or the other based on the original and it being a sequel. What did you guys think? Again, I've heard people say they hate it, think it's going to be one of the worst films ever, and there's some people who's like, "Hey, this looks curious. This I'm sort of interested in this, but I don't know exactly why we're putting all these IPs in here." What did you guys think? Go ahead and leave your comments in the comments below. If you haven't, you can follow us on Twitter at HollywoodADI. You can hit us up on email at HollywoodAlreadyDidIt@gmail.com. We also have a podcast with the same name. That's on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that plays podcasts. We're there. We're currently doing Buddies for Life, which is a look at old buddy films like In the Heat of the Night or Lethal Weapon through the eyes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So want to check that out, you can find that here on YouTube or anywhere podcasts are played. We also have a sister podcast called You Can't Do That Anymore, where we talk about classic films such as West Side Story or American Beauty or Tropic Thunder and look at those films when they came out and seeing if some of the things they got away with and were able to do then they can still do today through the eyes of 2021. You can find that also wherever podcasts are played. Like always, I got my ticket. You got yours.